Good morning, my friends, my fans. It is Saturday. I'm looking out of my dining room and doing a little deep breathing this morning. For some reason, I'm having a slow start this Saturday. I don't know about you guys. You ever just kind of get up and feel like, oh, my body's sore. I need to stretch. We shot a 30-minute, actually turned out to be 40-minute workout video at POPSUGAR. It was on Thursday. And I gotta tell you, I absolutely got crushed. We did 4 workouts that day, but the last workout was with this trainer, Jen Glisson. If you guys haven't looked her up online, I don't know if she has a lot of videos, but she's a trainer who owns a studio in Hollywood. And she kicked my butt. What's up, Corey and Lisa? So this Saturday, I'm feeling a little sore. You know the 2-day soreness, right? So you work out and you get a hard workout in. The next day, you feel it. The second day, you're like, I feel my age. So I had 4 workout videos that we shot on Thursday, and now it's Saturday, and Anna's body is feeling it. So I'm slow going this Saturday morning. I got my water. I'm hydrating up. I've still been unpacking my house. In case you didn't hear, we bought a new home. This is the new little dining room area. Kisses right back. Mwah. Good to see you, Lisa. So, I'm kind of kicking off an intimate kind of talk show here on Facebook Saturday mornings because I don't want to be all glammed up. I don't want to be all fresh and invigorated like I always am. Everybody always sees me at my best. I feel like you guys see me in my pictures that are taken when I'm all ready to go and, when my energy is at its highest. And I thought that it would be really cool to be more real, more raw with all of my friends and my followers on Facebook because that's real life. And sometimes when we get this, picture perfect image of somebody in our minds, we feel like our lives aren't moving at the pace we want. We feel a little inferior. Maybe we feel like we'll never reach a level of happiness or success or fitness or health that we want just because the person that we follow or the person that we watch on social media is their real life and they'll never achieve that. Well, guess what? That's not real. Right? Most of the people in fitness and who have Facebook pages, most of them are putting up their best shit. I know I am. I'm putting up whatever is the greatest stuff I got because I want to make a good impression. And sometimes though, it doesn't feel authentic sometimes. So when I'm not having a great day, which trust me guys, they happen, right? So if I let my energy go and I'm not performing great habits that I know are good for me, and maybe I have, an argument with someone and I'm still working through it, right? Because we all work through stuff, and I don't let things hold me down for very long. Lisa will tell you, and, Shelly will tell you, and all the girls in my high performance mastermind will tell you, what's up, Cynthia? That Anna does have struggles. Anna does have challenges. Anna isn't always looking like she's glammed and ready to go on camera, even though that is my life part-time. Part-time, I go into the studio and they make me up, and guess what? I think I look horrendous. It doesn't look like when you're on camera and you got all these bright lights and the camera's on you, you look normal with a ton of makeup on. But I look in the mirror and I'm like, you look horrendous. Hopefully you don't run into anybody you know when you leave the studio because you don't want anyone to see you this way. I take a baby wipe and I try to get it all off. But what's up, Noelle? Yeah, we all have bad days. Amen, sister. Noelle, thank you for reiterating that because I talk about this in my high performance coaching course all the time. I say, one bad day shouldn't lead to a bad week. Some people let things linger in their lives way too long. And like Noelle and I, it's time to, recognize when that stuff happens and let it go. But it's also not bad to express or admit that you do have bad days, right? I was just talking to my husband this morning about women forgiving themselves. Right? Forgive yourself for a project you didn't complete, or something that you did that wasn't like your best performance, or you didn't behave in the best way, or you failed on a project even, or you ate something disgusting and the next day you feel all guilty. It's like this whole thing that a lot of times we have this guilt, or we have this this feeling of regret. And I feel like those are emotions we want to just scrap pretty quickly. Because if we let them linger and we don't forgive ourselves for things that happen in our lives, or things that we don't do our best at, trust me, I've had many days where I feel like I failed, or where I feel like I did not perform my best, or I did things I wasn't super proud of. It's like, all right, I got to forgive myself for that, because nobody's perfect and nobody expects you to be, right? And if we let it go quickly, then we don't allow ourselves to make excuses for moving on and doing better tomorrow. I had a conversation with a woman on Facebook Messenger the other day. I'm not going to name names, but she'll have a bad day and it will ruin her motivation for the rest of the week. And I asked her why. I said, well, what was that one day? What did that one day do that, caused you to want to give up for the entire week, or maybe 2 weeks? And she didn't have an answer, right? She wasn't sure. All she knew is that when she had a bad day, it took her off the rails and it was hard for her to get back on again. And so that's one of those things where it might be a guilty feeling. It might be a feeling of regret that puts you into a sense of depression. And so you don't have the motivation to live your life the way you want, the way you want to feel. So, keep going. And one bad day, I call them delay days. Mandy will tell you. And in the Sexy Confident Woman formula, I don't describe them as cheat days. A lot of people are like, oh, you can have a cheat day. And I say it's a delay day, because it just delays your progress. It doesn't put you backwards, right? It just stops you in your tracks. It's like, an anchor. You throw it out and you kind of anchor yourself down, because you're not allowed to really progress more and more when you have these delay days, I call them, because you didn't, act in your best way. You didn't, create a platform for growth or improvement, because you kind of did things that didn't serve you in a way that was going to help you grow. So I thought, jumping on here live on Saturday mornings, not only would it give me a chance to connect with you guys and have the sexy confidence talk, because like I always say, sexy is not just this physical appearance. I'm not about the body image in my brand or in my business. I don't really care about body image much, but I care about sexy being that attitude, and that acceptance for yourself, and that love for yourself. That to me is the sexiest thing there is, right? It's kind of like, hey, do you feel sexy? Because if you feel sexy, you are sexy. And everybody's going to see it. They're going to feel it from you. I know the difference between a very beautiful woman that walks in the door that doesn't feel sexy because she hasn't accepted herself yet. She hasn't fully embraced and loved who she is. And then you can see another beautiful woman. Maybe she's not as a size 4, or maybe she's not, the perfect body type that you think is sexy, but she walks in and she feels sexy. She's owning her body. She loves who she is. She's accepted who she is. That woman is going to really shine. Right? She's got the joy and she's got that self-love. That's so sexy. And so, when I talk about sexy, I know sometimes people get offended. Maybe they are like, very modest or something with their words. I'm not that modest with my words, but I like to use words that are really strong and bold. And I think sexy is a strong and bold word, but in the context of attitude and of acceptance and of self-love. And if you have that, damn, it shines. It shines. You know, you can see it when you walk in the door. And I can see it in people's spirit and their energy every time I meet someone new. I can tell if they're owning who they are, if they really love and embrace their gifts and their talents and their strengths. And they accept their flaws, because we all got them. And if you're a woman who's judging, that's just silly, right? Because judging someone else is the ego, right? Cool, Kelly's feeling me. Yeah, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling you, Kelly. So Kelly, this is the first time I feel like I'm seeing you on my live feed. Thanks for being here. Yeah, so this is kind of the real raw and not necessarily rugged, but you know, the raw and the real kind of talk show that I'll be in different places probably of my new home. I've got this 3-acre little farm here in Temecula. What's up, Jessica? Love you too, girl. Good morning. I don't know if it's East Coast, West Coast for some of you guys that are on live. For me, I'm here on the Pacific Coast. It is about 9:15 a.m. So we're waking up. And like I said in the beginning, I was waking up with a stiff body because I'm, you know, got my butt kicked at POPSUGAR Studios on Thursday, and I've got the 2-day delay. Feeling it. And thanks. I bring in as much energy as I usually have at 9 a.m. in the morning. But, you know, for me, I usually get up around 6 a.m. and I, you know, immediately have my breakfast because I'm always starving in the morning. And then I get into just a little bit of, you know, thought, mindfulness, and I like to enjoy my backyard. It's pretty badass. This new place we're at is all gardens all around. So I'll be taking you guys around to different spots around this new property as we enjoy our Saturday mornings together. I hope you guys will block out the time. You know, Saturdays usually in the morning around 9 a.m. is when I'll be jumping on live. What's up? Is it Marine Ali? I think so. I think that's how you pronounce it. I can butcher names, so don't be offended if I butcher your name, but it's good to see you on. I think that I'm feeling the love right now. And I also want to open up, you know, these conversations to questions. If you guys have, sweet, Maureen, I got it. If you have questions, you know, and want to have a conversation, I also want to engage in what's on your mind. Sometimes I might come with these talks with something on my mind, right? Because there's a lot up there. There's always some thoughts going on. But I want to make sure that I also tap into what's on your mind, what questions that you're feeling, and what you're going through, if I can help. I'm not only, you know, a high performance coach through the Brendan Burchard group. I'm certified in high performance, which is a level of life coaching that goes deep into developing greater energy, courage, clarity in your life, persuasion, influence, and dealing with a lot of psychological fear and things that we go through. It's not therapy, but it's life coaching that allows me to guide people. And so I want to be able to be that resource for you. I know my course is only available to people that go through my Sexy Confident Woman formula. That's because I've prepped them in that course, my 4-week mentorship. And so, you know, I feel like sometimes I want to give more to you guys than, you know, just a post on Facebook and a picture and an inspiring word. And I know it's helpful, you know, thank you. But I want to bring more for you because, you know, it's my passion. It's what I really, really, truly want to spread in the world, is that high performance mindset and allowing you to grow as a human being. So that's what this is all about. So we got Felicity from the UK. Thanks, girl. You know, if you could describe me in 2 words on video, I'm gonna assume that most people say inspirational and motivational, because I get that from a lot of my fans on POPSUGAR, and it's really awesome because I guess personally when I go into the studio to shoot video, I don't think about I don't have a script. I don't think about what I'm going to say. I have no idea what's going to come out of this mouth. And I don't even know how I'm going to feel, because a lot of times I'll create a workout and in my mind, I'll be like, this is going to be a great workout, because I've created workouts for 12 years. I've been a trainer, an exercise physiologist since 2005. And so when I'm actually doing the workout, sometimes I'm like, dude, this is harder than I thought. So, Sheila, thank you for that comment. I appreciate that. It's, so the fact that most people feel that I am working out with them, and that, thank you, Noelle, that I'm being genuine, it's because it's the first time for me too. And I'm going through that workout and I'm putting myself through that ringer just the same. So whatever seems to come out of my mouth is because that's exactly what I'm feeling and thinking at that moment. And there's no script, and POPSUGAR doesn't put any limits on what I can say and not say. So they're usually just like, go for it, Anna, do your thing, girl. That's why I think we have a pretty cool show. It's definitely a fun time. And we've got, I think we just hit over 1 million followers, our subscribers on YouTube for our channel. So that's a big celebration on our end, is that we're touching that many lives with fitness. I know that, cool. We've got Ali from Libya. Ali, you follow me on Instagram, dude. I love all the love you give and all the appreciation. You're crushing it. Appreciate that. And, yeah, actually, no script during teaching fitness is actually way better, because there's just so much to say, right? I'm instructing you through the workout, and I'm trying to help you kind of get through that whole process. If I had a script, I would never be able to memorize it, number one, and I would never be able to read anything, number two, and I wouldn't be as good of a trainer, I don't feel. So, yeah, so no script, just all authenticity, all just pure love and sweat for you guys on POPSUGAR. Cool. Thank you, Gloria. I appreciate that. I see you a lot, Gloria. You're GJ Ubar, so I didn't know your name was Gloria. Thank you for signing with your name, because sometimes we've got our little Facebook abbreviated versions, right? You need tricep help. You know what's funny is I just shot a 10-minute workout with Love Sweat Fitness, Katie Dunlop, for her channel. And she shot a workout for our channel. So on Katie's channel, Love Sweat Fitness on YouTube, you're going to see a workout that's like the No More Flabby Arms workout that I did. It's 10 minutes, totally focused on triceps. So definitely check that out. I think you'll love it. Sweet, yeah. It's funny because I also wanted to bring this up, as we're getting into this show, and as we're, starting to get to know each other maybe a little bit more intimately. I like to connect on a more real level with people that are following me in fitness and in health and also in life. I want to be a mentor for people that are not just like, I want to lose 10 pounds, but like, I want to be happier. I want to feel more invigorated. I want to have healthier relationships. I want to love and embrace who I am. I want to, create a level of, passion and ambition for what I'm doing. Because a lot of times, we get stuck in as trainers do, get stuck in all the fitness, like all the nutrition and fitness. But I've grown so much from that place of just being a trainer and an instructor, but still so many people only know me for being their instructor on POPSUGAR and taking them through workouts. So I think that's where I get most of the love from you guys. So I appreciate it, but I also want to convert that conversation and elevate that conversation with you, and not just make it about the workout, not just, inspire you while you're sweating and giving you an outlet to create that energy and strength in your body, but to also elevate and strengthen your mind and your spirit, your emotional connection with yourself, because that's where it all stems from, right? Your motivation to get into that workout, to love yourself during that workout, to feel empowered afterwards and not feel like it wasn't enough, It's always important to tackle that mental game as well. I always post this up here on Facebook. I don't know if you guys see it, but it's always like, change your mind, change your life. And I truly believe that. I truly believe that when you tackle what's going on up between those ears, nothing will stop you. Nothing. So the 10 pounds, it's going to shed because you have the mental strength and the will to want to do stuff more for your body, the will to want to eat healthy, not because you lose weight, but because it makes you feel energized. It makes you feel good. It makes you want to live longer and be more passionate with your loved ones and all of that. It's all tied together, right? So that's so important. Just looking at some of these, love you guys. Jessica, thank you. Rhonda, I appreciate that comment. Teray from the Philippines, you're down 30 pounds. Wow, girl, congratulations. That's just awesome. That is just, you know, when people lose a lot of weight, they go through a lot of changes. And I bet you Teray, if it's Teray, I might be totally just like bashing the pronunciation of your name. But when you lose weight, you realize through that process that it took a lot more than just the sweat, right? It took a lot more than just the workout. It took your mental game. It took your emotional stability. It took a love for yourself, enough to take care of yourself. And as you're losing weight, it does feel good. It keeps that motivation. But what keeps you motivated to continue that lifestyle once the weight is off? Right? What is that motivation for people to sustain that healthy lifestyle once they feel like they've reached a fitness level that makes them feel good? It's that sustainability that then becomes the challenge. And for some people, that is a big challenge because they lost the weight the wrong way. It's the people that are popping the pills and doing it quick and really like kind of starving their body as they're trying to lose the weight, and they're not doing it in the right way. Then once the weight's gone, they've not yet developed the mental and emotional stability to keep that weight off and to keep that lifestyle going, right? So I bet you Terry's been doing it the right way. Been sweating, been eating right, been thinking well, been doing a little personal development, right? I hope so. And that's like something that we should all think about in our own journey, right? Because I know a lot of you follow me for, you know, the weight loss and for, you know, getting healthier and getting stronger. But the conversation comes to, well, in what way are we doing that? What does our journey and process look like? If we're doing it in a healthy way, and as we're losing weight, we're exercising for the right reasons and we're eating healthy for the right reasons. We're not neglecting our body and going through like straight up deprivation. That's not very healthy to do because it messes with your mind, messes with your emotions. And once you get to a place of success, you don't know how to stay there because you haven't developed the deep-rooted feelings, right? And the deep-rooted thoughts that you need to have to sustain a healthy lifestyle. So that's super important. Ebony from Jamaica, what's up? I love that you work out with Jake Dupree. He is one of the hardest instructors that ever comes on the show. I love it. Cool. Yeah, Ali, congratulations on your weight loss, man. Just like really inspiring. And for those of you like Ali and like Terry, who are losing a lot of weight, it's important you guys pay that message forward, right? I always say this to the women in my Sexy Confident Woman formula. We've got a community of just a little less than 100 women. And, you know, it's so interesting because I always like to reiterate that it's not just me anymore. Once you join this idea of, I'm going to live a sexy, confident life, I'm going to be, you know, in that community that is for the mindset, the emotion, the strength, the energy. I want to have that healthy confidence in myself. Well, once you start to practice that and implement it into your life, pay it forward. Like, share it with the people in your community. Right? Give that knowledge and that motivation and inspiration to people that watch you, people that know you. You can make a difference in the world. I'm trying to make a difference in the world by paying it forward, and that hopefully what you learn from me, you'll share with someone else. That is the best way to make real change, is to have that kind of like spider effect, right? And to pay forward all of the different tools that you're learning. I just watched a video this morning for, the first time. It was this motivational video. I'll post it up in this page too. It was so awesome. I was like fired up in my heart, right? I'm listening to it this morning. It was 11 minutes long and just pure, just motivation, empowering. I was so fired up. So I shared it with my high performance coaching students. And then I thought, I want to share this with everyone. I want to share this with my brother. I want to copy that link and put it on my Instagram. So I'm like going to share this like wildfire. And I hope that when you see stuff like that, you also share a positive message. You also share some positive habits that you're learning. Because as an army, we can make so much of a bigger difference, right? So if you know somebody that needs to jump on these sexy confidence talks Saturday mornings, invite them over. And you guys can really make a difference in this community by having more of a say. Yeah, awesome. You guys have a lot of positive feedback this morning. I love it. So these are just really fun talks. I'm really excited that I got like over 20 of you on live. That's always the best. We've got everyone here today. Geez, Jamaica, Libya, Sweden, UK. Dang, this is awesome. Does anyone have any topics or any questions that they'd like to, share before I jump off? I wanted to introduce these sessions and just chat a little bit with you guys about it before I continued on with my day. Yeah, Tere, thank you for sharing that. You just confirmed what happens when you don't do it the right way. You changed your focus. Yep, and then you inspired others. You're like the perfect story. If you're a trainer, reach out to me. I would love to help you grow your business because I feel like so many people that have success stories like that, they end up wanting to get into fitness and help other people because it changed their life. I love that. My girl, so many of my students and people in my masterminds have had life-changing experiences, and now they want to pay that forward and become coaches and become trainers and help others with that same process, which I love being a mentor for other entrepreneurs and people that want to build a greater business and a bigger business, especially online today. It's like our greatest resource. I think it was, who was it? I can't remember who it was. I was listening to a podcast. If you guys don't listen to Robin Sharma's podcast and you are an entrepreneur, you gotta. He gives you these little tips, and he's so inspiring, and they're like 7 minutes long. So the mastery sessions by Robin Sharma. If you're an entrepreneur in any field, you don't have to be in the fitness field, but if you're an entrepreneur and you're building a brand or a business and you're trying to grow as a leader, then he's a really great resource to listen to. I also listen to, obviously, Brendan Burchard, and I listen to, what are some of the other business, Amy Porterfield. If you guys are online and you're building any kind of business online, Amy Porterfield is like my girl. I listen to that girl all of the time. And of course, my husband, Vito Lafata. If you want to know more about business and marketing, you got to look that guy up for sure. His website is the best resource for business and marketing stuff. Cool. Thanks, Carol. So it's lovely to chat with you guys this morning. Dang, you just made my Saturday. I'm going to now go stretch because my body is as tight as it's ever felt. It's the 2-day soreness that you get once you get a good, strong workout in. I posted a picture of the trainer that finished me off on Thursday. She absolutely finished me off. My back and my abs, I felt like I had gotten into a fight where somebody was just pounding, and now it's like I gotta stretch my obliques and my booty and my arms. So I'm feeling really good, but I'm gonna go stretch and just get on with my Saturday. We got some gardening plans because we've got this new home and we've got some grooming to do. The couple that lived here before us were 82 and 85. They built this house. They were the only people that lived in it their whole life. They've built beautiful gardens around the whole property, but it it needs grooming. You know what I mean? Like you got to trim and chop all of the dead and make room for the new growth. For some reason, gardening is like my place of meditation. I get into gardening and I'm just going and nothing else is on my mind except, holy crap, I'm making this plant look so beautiful right now. Oh, I can't wait to get out these weeds and I can't wait to trim up these shrubs. I don't know if we're going to have to pay a gardener, but we might. But I think we're going to do a good job ourselves too, just starting to get it ready. But yes, that's what I'm going to plan on doing today, and a little writing. Just a little writing. We're starting our staycation wellness retreat on Monday, which I'm super excited about. I don't know if you guys heard about it, and I actually created a little 7-day mini staycation retreat in my Insiders Club. So if you're not an insider yet, you might want to tap in. I do 7-day small steps challenges every month for my insiders. And so they get to kind of take a lot of the tools that I teach and I put them into like a little challenge format so that you can take action. Because I always say, it's not what you know, it's what you do with what you know that makes you better, which makes you grow. So, you know, it's one thing for you to see posts that I put up on Facebook or tips that I give you on Instagram. And it's another to implement it into your life for a few days, right? So if you guys haven't checked out my Insiders Club, I can post a link for you, but that's going to start on Monday. And it's a little staycation retreat package where you get to see how I'm going to be recharging and rejuvenating my body for the next 3 weeks. Yes, the next 3 weeks. We've got a Facebook group set up for it. A lot of the nutritional and fitness tools that you need, you have to live in the US or the UK or Canada. But for those of you that are international, I had to go ahead and create a little mini course that didn't require any shipping or handling so that you guys could do it too. So those of you that are interested out of the country, you could do the staycation little mini retreat in my Insiders Club. So let me know. Just send me a Facebook message. I try to get back to you on Facebook. I get so many, sometimes I just get little messages that are just like, hi, Anna. And I appreciate that, but it's like, it's a message that I have to click on and delete. And I'm like, hi, like, what is the message here? So if you send me a message, make sure it's either a valuable question or a valuable, need to get a response back. If you don't, I usually don't respond. If it's just like a hi or I like your workouts, I totally appreciate that so much. And I'll always say thank you. But if it's, if you send me a message about like, hey, Anna, I really got this need, and I can send you resources because I am creating all the time. I've got so many resources for you guys. And like I said, it's for you to take action, right? Because we all have different struggles and we all go through them. But it's one thing to ask a question of what can I do? And then for me to give you a resource, you want to take action on it. Otherwise, you're just like asking a question just to get the answer and not do anything about it, right? So I'm trying to give you an answer and a resource, even if it's not my resource. Sometimes I will outsource, right? Because I know somebody that does it better. People always ask me, Anna, do you have pre and postnatal, workouts? And I'm like, no, but my girl Becky Jennings does. She does it really well. She's done the entire training pre-baby, and then she did it after because she is a trainer who's an amazing trainer, and she created a whole series while she was pregnant, and then now she's just had the baby and she's getting back into shape, and she created a postnatal. So that's who I outsource to. So I've got a lot of people that I know, a lot of nutritionists that I know, trainers that I know. I have a lot of resources myself, and I always want to share those resources with you guys. So make sure you definitely reach out to me if you have those questions. Jeanette Jenkins, I'm sure she'll be back on, Ollie. Don't you worry about it. I'm looking through the comments. I didn't see some of these. Oh, Ebony likes the garden too. Oh, thanks, girl. Appreciate that. Awesome. Well, you guys have the good rest of your morning. Thanks for joining me to the talk for Sexy Confidence, and I will see you next weekend. Mwah.